So the first thing you want to do is log on to googlesites.com. Just type that in, open your Google and, type that in. Click on sign in, then click on templates gallery. You'd see more. I chose to go with the club because this is actually for a community website, so it only makes sense. So I'm doing this for the Q Club. It's the community for elites. It's for people who love, the simple yet serene things of life. So let's go on with it. I choose my colors for the brand. I like to be very intentional about my designs when it comes to websites. I don't just go around throwing colors here and there. I really like to make sure that the colors that I choose reflects what the brand is about. And like I said before, this is a community brand. They're very intentional about their audience. They're very intentional about what they put out there. They're very intentional about their identity in general. And so I chose these colors, but something told me that it just wasn't sitting right. Even when I was writing the copy, when I was, putting the designs together, it just wasn't sitting right on my spirit. But I went ahead though. I said, okay, I'm just going to go ahead with the copy while I think about the colors later on. So this is first section, who we are, what the brand is about. So while I am designing, I like to write my copy alongside because, one thing is to build a website and another thing is to make sure that everything is well aligned. One thing is to build a website with a beautiful interface. And another thing is to build a website with not just the beauty or the aesthetics, but with a great copy that completely and wholly captures what the brand is about. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just giving a summary of what the brand is about. And in the later paragraphs, we're going to talk more. We're going to see what the brand is about in full, even while learning how to put this website together. So I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with this. So this is me just adjusting a little bit here and there, doing a little bit of edit here and there. I'm such a perfectionist, so I can't leave one section to go to the other when I'm not completely satisfied with what I'm putting out there. And mind you, this is a website with 4 pages. Is it 4 or 5? No, it's 4 pages. So we are going to be designing 4 pages, but I'm going to be settled on this first page, which is the home page. I'm going to really dive into it and achieve the aim of this video. So this is me changing the pictures. Of course, I asked my clients, they had beautiful pictures. They had so many beautiful pictures, so many pictures that in fact even told me more about the brand and more about their style. And putting it together was honestly my best jobs this past week. In fact, it was my best job this past week. So I really enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed working with this brand. Now that is one color. It kind of rhymes with the color on top, and I like that. So this is the second section, and I want to talk about the story of the brand. Now, what is this brand about? What really who are they really? That is what I want to talk about. Now, I didn't just want to write a story that, just pulled from ChatGPT. I wanted it to resonate deeply. And like I said, I always do my colors, my design alongside my copy. So this is me changing the colors, tweaking it here and there to make sure that it fits, to make sure that everything is aligning as I go. So I'm moving this down because I want some space for my story. The story of the brand, which I'm going to compose now. So like I was saying, I wanted this story to resonate pretty deeply. I wanted it to hit hard. I didn't just want to throw huge words around. I wanted the story to actually be their story. So I said, at Q Club, we believe in community, but still that wasn't given. So I went on to do some design here and there, and like I told you, I said I'm going to tweak the colors, and that's what I did here. Guess what? I settled for black and white. Actually black. So I had written the story here, and I was formatting it to make sure it was correctly aligned and easy on the eyes of the reader. Yeah, so and because you want this to be engaging, I would advise you, whenever you are writing your copies for your website, make sure to put a picture after every 3 paragraphs, at most after every 3 paragraphs, and after every subheading, because trust me, the attention span right now, I know you've heard this before, but it's the truth. The attention span currently in our world is becoming shorter and shorter. So you'd always want to keep people engaged. And one way to do that is by visually engaging them with beautiful images. And I'm so happy that my client had a lot of those. So I threw a lot of pictures here and there. I made sure I utilized most of the pictures that were sent to me. At this point, I had gotten to a very good point in the design process. This was about the, should I say, 4th section of page 1, which is the home page, and I was trying to capture what the benefits of the members. Like I said, as I design, I write my copies. So I am both a website designer and a copywriter. I think they go hand in hand. I don't know. I'm honestly surprised when I hear people create websites without writing copies, and they have to get a copywriter to write copies. So I'm honestly surprised when people create websites without getting a copywriter. You need a very good copy on your website. Your website goes beyond beautiful designs, beautiful pictures, or beautiful colors or logos. No, you need to have the right copy on your website. And that is exactly what I was doing. That was my aim. So my aim was to build not just a beautiful website for my clients, but to give her the best copy. Actually, it's a community, so to give them the best copy at the same time. And yeah, this section is almost done, so I'm just trying to format the picture, make sure the sizing is right, make sure it is well aligned, and make sure it is, it synchronizes with the copy. Your image should make sense against the writing. I hope that makes sense. But your image should make sense against copy. It shouldn't be too small, shouldn't be too big. Your copy shouldn't look too far away from your picture. Everything should blend seamlessly. Yeah. I am currently doing what looks like the last section. So since it's a community brand, they are going to have membership. Joining the community is based on is based on application. There's a very strategic application process. So I made sure to include all of that in this website. I made sure to capture that in the copies as well. So this is me moving the sections to make sure that the copies follow each other accordingly. So I don't want the membership benefit to be below how to join us, or the membership duties and the member duties and responsibilities to be below that. So that's why I had to move it upwards. Now this is the second page. I had to do this off camera because I forgot to film this. But yeah, this is for the upcoming event, which is called the prototype. And for this page, I didn't have to put a lot of images because it was just the application process, the flyer for the event, and just a little bit of explanation, which is a copy. I didn't really have to say so much. That is the power of a good that's the power of a good copy. You don't have to say much, but at the same time you have to make sure that you are communicating everything you need to communicate. So this is the I'm like I said before, this is the page for the upcoming event. So whenever they have an event, they can always come here and update. I'm making the final edits, and in no time I'll be done. This is me previewing it. You can see the upcoming events column. Heading over to the home page. I'm currently done with the website, but just wanted to look around to see if everything is in place. So I'm totally loving it, guys. When my client told me what she wanted for this website, I kind of understood where she was coming from. I thought I did understand where she was coming from. And so I got to work. And like I said, when I started, I was using those colors, but I knew it didn't sit right with me. And so I went back to my drawing boards. I went back to our goals, went back to what they were about, showed her the progress. And then she was like, why don't we make it black? I was like, all black. That's because I've never done a website which was all black. But the thing is, you have to key into your client's vision. And then I sat back and I was like, okay, let's see how this could work. So I tweaked the images to also be black and white. And then you can see this is a very beautiful website, and I'm so happy that it came out this way. But that is not all, guys. This is not all at all. Like I said, I had to do a little bit of edits here and there. I had to go back. Even when I thought I was done, I had to go back to adjust some things. So this is me adjusting. Some things that I found were wrong with the website. So that is something too. Sometimes you might feel you're done, but you have to go back and then start adjusting here and there. One thing I like about Google Sites is that it's very easy to use. Very easy. It's like everything is there for you, but at the same time, it's quite limited. If you're familiar with other website builders, you'd realize that Google Sites is quite limited in the sense that it doesn't have enough features like transitions. Certain settings are not available, especially for individual elements. So I can't really edit a particular, like a section. I can't do certain edits on a section or with a picture or with an element. So it's quite limited. But other than that, it's a very it's a great choice, really. If you are opting for a simple website, then Google is your go-to. It was actually easy to use, and when I tell you, it took me less than 8 hours to put this together. Really, less than 8 hours to put this together, and it came out really well. I am quite happy with how it turned out, especially with the black and white. Everything just seemed to work out well. The pictures were good. I'm so grateful to my client for these beautiful pictures, and I want to commend the community for keeping it up. It's so beautiful. I want to encourage them rather to keep it up. The photography style, everything, it well captured the brand. And yeah, I'm still editing this. I'm such a perfectionist. I know I said that before, and I will not rest till every centimeter, every inch is equal on both sides. That's something you also want to look out for: symmetry and alignment on your website. So yeah, if you are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe, because I'll always be doing stuff like this. I'll always be showing you the best ways to build the best systems for your own clients and for yourself as well. So you'd want to subscribe and follow me. So now I'm done with the edits, and this is me doing my final review for the website. This is the home page. Totally satisfied. Totally satisfied. How about you? This is the next page, which is for the upcoming events. Still going to rate it pretty highly. Yeah. One thing about Google Sites is that it's very easy for you to introduce Google elements like Google Forms, Google Docs, Google Sheets into it. Is very, very easy. You just have to pick it from the drop down or from the sidebar. So it's totally easy. That's one thing about Google Sites. So it's easy for you to incorporate Google elements into it, making your job way easier. So this is the past events page, and I'm totally loving it. I'm loving the color. I thought to introduce a pop of color here to show how colorful their events are in this community, to throw more light on who they are as a community and what the brand is about. So yeah, this is the final look, and I hope you loved it as much as I love it. I really had fun with this one. I had a swell time making this. Like I said, it is my best work from last week, and it was one of the easiest jobs I've done so far. I didn't really have to stress. I told you it took me less than 8 hours to put this together, but that was minus the brainstorming part. No, I actually brainstormed. I had a long chat with my client. I did a lot of work on my drawing board before getting to actually designing the site. So the actual design took me about 8 hours, but prior to that, I had done a bunch of work, a good amount of work. But I'm totally grateful for how it turned out. And this is the final page. So if you are still watching, I have said this before, please subscribe and make sure you like this video. But this isn't all. Our next venture would be to connect the domain. And thankfully, this is a pretty straightforward procedure. So let's get on with it. You want to head over to your settings, then head over to custom domains. All you have to do is click on settings, then click on custom domains. This would open up and you click on start setup. Click on that, then you'd have to confirm your domain. Just type in your domain. Previously, I have bought my domain from Namecheap, so I'm typing that in right now to confirm it. And let's see what it says. The qclub.org. Okay. Well, apparently it has not been confirmed, so this is me confirming it in Google Search Console. Head over to, okay, I think I'll have to slow down here. You open up your Namecheap, head over to, or wherever you bought your domain name from. I bought mine from Namecheap. So you head over to the advanced DNS settings, and then you scroll down and click on add new record. Select the TXT record, and mind you, from the previous screen there was a value there, TXT value, that you are meant to copy. So you copy that and you paste it here where it is indicated value. You paste that value there, which you copied from your previous screen, which from Google site. Then at the host you write the @ symbol. That's all. Impute the @ symbol. Then you click on save changes. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? I know. Yeah, so you click on save changes. Yeah. So go back and confirm. Wait for some minutes because I had to. So the next thing you're going to do is head over to the CNAME part. So you go back into your domain registrar. So where you bought your domain name from, you log back in. I got mine from Namecheap, like I said before. I got mine from Namecheap. So I'm back here where I put in the TXT record. So I'm back here. I copied that value I got from the Google site. It's pretty straightforward. When you get there, you're going to see the instructions and you just follow them step by step and you're good to go. So I copied that value I was asked to copy, and this is me pasting it. Yeah. And heading back, just click on done and you'll be assigned your domain. Here, there you have it. Publish your site and you're good to go. Check back in an hour and your domain will be live. Wasn't that easy, guys? Trust me, this is like the easiest website ever. I really loved it. Taking a final look at my site, notice the name at the top. This was like an hour later that I came back to check it, and it was just fantastic. Look at the name. I have been assigned my SSL. Free building your site from Google Sites. You already have that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe. Okay, all right. Hope you learned a lot from this video and I hope it helped you. So till next time.